Any questions? Let me stop. Anybody with any questions on things that I haven't hit yet before I move on to the next stage? Yeah.
What do you think of the statement someone gave to me? They said, sometimes you just have to dumb yourself down.
No. No.
I hated hearing that, and what she meant was, don't put too much on the resume, and I could maybe go with that.
Can I work with you for just a moment?
Yeah.
You got your permission to do this? Okay. Remember what I said about not going for just anything?
Right.
I don't mean to be too personal, but I think you're spending time going for a lot of the anything right now.
Right.
It's because you want money and you need money, and I understand that. We all fall in that trap. I get that.
Exactly.
It's real. It's very real. And if you have to, God bless you, I understand. But if you can figure out how to take that chemical engineering work that you've done and look at other things in your life that you're good at and find a job that you actually would like to do and physically march your resumes into those kind of companies, you're going to have a better chance of getting hired. You're not going to have some person, and I won't say derogatory remarks at this point, but anybody that tells you that you, sir, should have to dumb down your resume after all the years of what you put into your life and your job should never even be sitting on the other side of the table from you. They don't deserve your time of day. They don't deserve you. You're important. Don't sell yourself short. I don't care if you've been fired 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Don't sell yourself short. If you raise your bar right now, you're going to get hired. I think you're spending time down here. You got to get back up here. You're this guy. You learned all these things. How many years of school did you go to learn all that?
I went too many, really.
Okay. You get my point, right? So why should you do this? And I don't mean that down here is bad.
Yeah.
There are people that want to do that, okay?
And I know that she
That's
didn't
their job
mean
they
it
like.
that way either. But she just, I think she was meaning gear your cover letter, gear your resume to the job.
To the lower job that you're applying for.
Well, if it's a lower one, gear it to the
But-
lower one. She agreed with you totally.
Yeah.
If it's one that I'm excited about, that excitement comes out
But here's,
automatically.
I think God gave me one gift is to get you from point A to point Z real quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, here's
I'm
point
not
Z.
good at that.
Here's point Z. Don't even apply to that job. It's not the right job for you, sir. Don't waste your time on that job. You shouldn't be working at Target. Okay?
Right.
You're a what was your position?
Chemical laboratory technician. But
Okay, then you need to
I
find a
have
job that
biology
befits
degree.
somebody of your background and your ability in life, okay? That doesn't mean, now, let me give you another for instance. Remember the guy that was the car dealership owner that we talked about? Okay, remember that guy just a few minutes ago?
why wasn't he wealthy?
Don't know all his life story? What am I, a mind reader? You know, I'm a psychic, you know, I gotta know all these things, right? You know, come on. It's like, how much, hey, I retained as much as I could for 15 minutes of conversation with the guy, okay? I did pretty well. But here's the deal. Now, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. It's okay to go work at Target if that's what your passion is. If you, in your heart of hearts, don't want to be a chemical blah, 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 blah anymore, and you really want to help people at the retail level, then go to Target and then tailor your resume. Yes, it's okay to go drive carriages. You know, and if you talk to some of the other carriage drivers, I'll use them as an example. One of them I met was a CEO at a company one time. He got tired of the rat race. He got tired of the cubicles in the offices and people coming with problems. He got tired of the 9 to midnight. His wife got tired of it too. He gave it up and he was happy. There's nothing wrong with working at Target. There's nothing wrong with driving carriages. I want you to be happy. That's the bottom line of what I'm trying to teach you today. And if you go after what makes you happy, the money comes. It always comes. Trust me. When I was 19 years old, I knew I wanted to get into broadcasting. I went to my father, who was a Princeton graduate, and I went to my mother, who was a Vassar graduate. Okay, and that's years ago, so that should tell you something. And I said, guess what? I want to leave high school. I'm going to graduate. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to graduate. But I don't want to go to college. Even though you sent me to Gilman High School, which is one of the top prep schools in the country, where people in my class are going to Yale, Harvard, and Princeton, I don't want to do that. Guess what I want to do, Mom and Dad? I want to go to broadcasting school. I want to work in radio. They said, what? They said, we spent $8,000 a year to send you to private school, and you want to do what? You know, and my father's looking at me going, oh no, I wanted you to be at Princeton, you know, I wanted to have the P on New Jersey, you know, it's like, you know, family treasure here. But you know what? I stuck to it, and I made him proud. And I've never been happier than all the years that I've gotten to talk and work with people through a microphone, which obviously I'm still doing, just a different kind of microphone. And I've reinvented myself, just like I'm telling you, you can do too. I've never been happier. It was a joy to interview Paul Prudhomme. It was a joy to meet Nicholas Sparks, author of The Notebook, and do live interviews. It was a joy and is a joy to do television work and to work with people like you. Go after what you want. It's not too late. I'm 51 years old and I've reinvented myself. It's not too late. You can do it too. There's no age. It's not like we suddenly lose it. We're no good anymore. To the contrary, as we get older, we have a wealth of experience, we have a wealth of knowledge that any company should want to have. Because you, sir, are the best management supervisor that I've ever met. And you know it. You know you're good. And what eats away at you is the pain of losing the job. But push it aside. Push it aside. And don't dwell on that, okay? And move it forward.